What's up?
How are you?
Good.
Found us.
I found you. Why did you name Sarah Sarah?
Well, I didn't name Sarah. She came with that name. Her show name is Tradition Sarah. She's an American quarter horse, papered, and she was named based on her parents.
All right, we're moving. She's a smooth rider.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vanessa, here we are. What's the name of this farm?
This is Black Ridge Farm in Minnesink, New York.
Okay, and this is where you board your horse, Sarah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you don't own this farm.
I do not.
You're not a partner in the farm or anything like that.
I am not.
Got it. So this is just simply a boarding situation.
This is
Sarah's home.
This is Sarah's home. Yep.
And she stays here year round?
She does.
Wonderful. How often are you down here?
Not as much as I'd like.
Uh-huh.
I try to get here a couple times a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your true passion, I would assume.
This is
The number one hobby, the number one overall hobby?
Yes, this is my happy place. If you go to my website, it says find your happy place,
Uh-huh.
and this is mine.
This is yours.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. So why ultimately did you choose this to have this spotlight interview of you? Is it because it's your happy place?
Yeah. Yeah, this is where, I sell real estate so that I can do the things that I love, spend more time with my family, and pursue the habits and leisure activities that I really enjoy, and this is top of the list.
So Vanessa, tell us a little bit about what life was like for you professionally before you got into real estate. What did you do?
Well, this is real estate's a second career for me. Before I became an agent, I was a sociologist, and I analyzed large quantitative data sets, nationally representative data sets, looking at children in poverty, and that was very interesting job. It really scratched my itch for data. I love looking at data. It was a very demanding job, and I wasn't around people. I was just around my computer.
So that's a big shift for you, right? Being in the real estate business,
Yes.
which is a people business.
I
right?
love people.
Yeah, yeah.
And I really feel like all that time looking at those data sets really prepared me well for
Sure.
analyzing market trends,
Sure.
and honing my pricing skills.
And being able to value people's real property assets, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of data-driven insights that you need to really accurately create valuations.
Exactly. So I still have my hands in the data,
Yeah.
but I also get to see people regularly.
Sounds like a perfect fit.
I think it is.
So that's a good parlay into, I want to brag a little bit about Vanessa right now because she is absolutely hitting her stride, just like Sarah probably does when she gallops. Vanessa, just some quick stats about you, really remarkable. Already this year, we're now in November as we're recording this, you've done 6 times the production that you did the previous year. So you're really exploding personally in a worse market, worse meaning less transactions being done. So it's pretty remarkable. And just in terms of perspective of where you are with other agents, you're in the top 3% of all the agents in your marketplace. You're relatively short time in the business in terms of number of years. So you are really like hitting your stride right now. So tell us a little bit about kind of how you got there and like what's led to that success.
I had some good training at the beginning. I've had some great support with the green team, putting some basic habits into place. A lot of those habits revolve around my favorite thing, people, being in front of people, developing those relationships.
You know, on that note, on the people front and developing relationships, one thing I learned about you in preparation for this spotlight was your parents owned a business in Western New York, right?
Yes, they did.
What business? What kind of business was that?
They owned a general store. I grew up on a lake, on Chautauqua Lake, and so our huge industry in that area was tourism. You made your money in a short period of time during the good months of the year.
and there was a real focus on customer service.
Yes.
I
Woo.
noticed in your bio and whatnot. So right from an early age, your parents kind of drilled into you doing a good job, right?
Yes. Providing good customer service, the importance of serving your clients.
Yeah.
My mom used to say, the customer, Vanessa, is always right.
Yeah, that's the truth. And it's funny in the real estate business, it's so much about referrals, right? And generating business from what we call our sphere of influence. And the first thing that I always will tell people is, look, if you expect to get referrals from friends, family, neighbors, past clients, those sorts of sources, the first thing you have to do is a good job, right?
Yes.
Like and everything that you do, you have to bring quality. You just have to do a good job over all else. And then at least you have the foundation of being competent and doing a good job for people. Then you can grow your business from there. And I can say with total confidence that Vanessa gets that. She does a great job. You present yourself very well. You always have. You're very serious about what you do. I can just tell you, being in, a real estate broker now for 20 years, not everybody takes their business that seriously,
Yeah.
But Vanessa really does. Vanessa's like a true professional. She's very serious about it. She wakes up every day, I'm sure, and thinks, very critically about, what am I going to do to make my business better? What am I going to do to better serve my clients? So that definitely comes through. And I'm sure that's a big part of why you're seeing the success in your business. So congratulations on all that.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So what's been the most rewarding part of your real estate career thus far?
I think the most rewarding part is helping people achieve their goal of home ownership, or whatever their real estate goal is. Sometimes it's not home ownership, it's selling and moving on to the next part of their life. But being part of that process, and it is a process.
Yeah, it is.
It requires me to be patient. It requires me to help problem solve. Getting my clients to the closing table is just a very rewarding part of the job.
All right, so Vanessa, I would imagine that this last 12 months for you has been inspiring because your production has shot up so quickly, right? So it's exciting.
Yeah.
You got deals closing, there's money coming in, your clients are thrilled, there's like all this energy. So that's like great that you achieved that, and that's a phase, right, that you went through. But now, like, what is your plan? Like, what are you going to do to stay motivated and engaged in the business as you continue to do this level of production year over year? What's your plan?
The real estate industry is always changing. I mean, always changing. I've come to find, and I'm not going to lie, I really like that change. And that is really what keeps me motivated. It is every day is a learning possibility, a learning experience, and just I'm motivated by the challenges of mastering whatever the new rules are, or whatever the new tech is, or whatever the new best way is to service my clients. And honestly, if I don't do those tasks, if I don't continue with that learning, then I can't really deliver the kind of service that is going to help grow my business and help me service my clients the best. So that's what keeps me motivated, is just continuing to master the pieces that I'm putting in place to service my clients.
That's an amazing thing. I mean, a thirst for knowledge is really an exceptionally important quality in a person to be at the top of their game, really in any industry, but especially in real estate. I always tell people you need 3 basic things to be successful in real estate. You need time. Most people don't realize how much time it takes to be successful and to get deals over the finish line. You need to be persistent. In other words, there's going to be tough days, right? There's going to be disappointments. You got to keep going. You have to be willing to do that. But then the third thing is you need a good processor in your brain. You have to be intelligent because there's a lot of information to process, right?
Yeah.
You definitely have all 3 of those, and especially the intellect. You're a very smart, sharp person, like I said before. And I think that, that thirst for knowledge may seem, I don't know, like kind of a no-brainer for you and easy. But I can tell you that not every realtor is that way and feels that way. And I think that's a special quality that you have, just this thirst for knowledge and willingness to learn, which is so important and does translate into a great customer experience for your clients. So bravo to you for that. Never let that go. That's a really important quality. So this horse is a leopard Appaloosa. I just learned. Amazing. Look at her. Her name is Freckles. Beautiful. I've never ever seen such a color scheme on a horse. It's just amazing. Amazing. Okay, so you're on this journey in real estate. You're having a lot of success. What are some of the key things that you've learned over the course of this journey?
Well, one of the things I've learned is doing real estate, it's a lot like riding a horse. Oops, we're gonna go over here and have some grass.
All right. Sarah's dictating the
Yeah.
path for us. As you can imagine, Sarah is a lot stronger than both Vanessa and I, so wherever
Yes.
she wants to go, that's where we go.
Sometimes it's her will. But every horse that I've ever ridden has taught me something new.
Uh-huh.
And I would say that's the same in real estate. Every transaction, I learn something new, and every person I work with teaches me something new about being a better agent, providing better service,
No doubt.
and also learning the craft of real estate.
Sure, yeah.
All the ins and outs, because every transaction has a different set
Yeah.
of terms and situations.
No doubt. And 20 years in, Vanessa, and having been part of thousands of transactions, both my own and helping agents through them, I can tell you, I learn on every deal. I learn a little something on every deal, whether it's my own or somebody else's.
Yeah.
It's an unstoppable force in this industry. So what other lessons have you learned?
Well, I've also learned that, also from riding a horse, that it's a team effort, your
Yeah.
success. I can't just jump on any horse and think the ride's gonna go the way I want. And it takes a lot of communication. It takes my ability to listen to the cues and observe. Same in real estate. It's a team effort, and if I'm not listening, if I'm not being honest with my clients or projecting transparency or patience or taking the time to know what their wants and needs are, we're not going to succeed. I'm not being a good team member, and I have to be a good team member.
Yeah, and it's a good point too, right? Because it takes a team to get these transactions done, whether it's a lender, an attorney, the home inspector. Sometimes you got to get a well driller in to drill, so like having that knowledge of being able to work with people, right, successfully, solving problems constantly. Look at her pushing.
Yeah.
You're strong.
Yeah, she was just on my foot. She just landed on my foot.
Oh
so
my gosh.
maybe I did
Nothing
fix
broken here, huh?
That. Not yet.
So what other lessons can you draw upon that might be of interest for somebody listening and watching this?
Well, I've also learned that you need to show up every day. You have to work at it every single day. Again, sometimes given my work commitments and my family commitments, I can't put in the time in the saddle, and it shows when I show up at my lesson and my trainer, Brittany, is like, what's going on, Vanessa? Same with real estate. If I'm not putting in the time, I don't get the results, and my clients don't get the results.
Yeah. Well, that's one of my big three is time,
Yep.
Time, intellect, and persistence. You need those three things to be successful, and time is extremely important. But I think what's important as time goes on for you is to be able to balance those things, right? Because I never wish for you or any of our agents to be so busy that you can't get in the saddle, right? Which is what you love to do, and be with your children and be a mom and a wife and all those great things that you are. How do you balance all that you do? Do you have any advice that you can give there?
I have lots of lists.
You're a list maker.
Yeah, I'm a list maker.
A task maker and a process-oriented individual. So am I. Yeah, that helps.
So I live by my A, B's, and C's. I just prioritize every day and at the end of every week. And that list never ends. I always am moving it to the next day. But it just keeps me focused on what the most important tasks are and what can wait.
Yeah, that's such a good point. Is like the list you create today may not really matter that much tomorrow, depending on what tomorrow brings, right?
Yeah.
So like, don't get so fixated on every little detail on the list. Be willing to move and flexible enough, right? Because this business brings you a lot of curveballs, right? I mean,
every day it's changing.
Yeah, it's like, it's crazy. It's a crazy business. It's hard. I don't know that there's really any business that's more difficult. It is also so rewarding, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it allows us to live these lifestyles, right?
Yep.
That we do, and it gives us time. If we're smart with our time and we're dedicated to what we do, we can ride the horse a lot, right?
Yeah.
But you got to be intentional every day. Do you agree?
Yes, I would absolutely agree. Absolutely.
So we're walking here with Sarah, bringing her into tack, is what you call it.
Yeah, we're going to
Right?
tack her up. We're going to put her in her saddle.
Okay. And Sarah is 24 years old, you told me?
Yes, she's 24.
24.
Yep.
And Vanessa educated me. I'm not that much of a horse person. Love horses, but I just don't know that much about them. Vanessa, you said that they can go to 30 or more years of
Oh,
age?
yeah. Oh, yeah, they can even live beyond that if they're taken care of well.
That's
Yeah.
amazing to me. That I just didn't realize that horses live to that age. It's pretty
Sarah
cool.
gets excellent care here.
This is an amazing place here. Look at, I'm just gonna pan around for everybody to see. The name of this place again, Vanessa,
This
is
is Black Ridge Farm.
Black Ridge Farm. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Very
Beautiful
cool.
facility. Brittany does a great job.
Yeah,
Just
it's great.
excellent job caring for these horses. This cookie.
Molasses?
Yeah. Yep.
Is
Horse
that just
cookies.
a treat?
That was just a treat for
Because
being
she's
good.
been such a good girl?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, we're gonna get our tack.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Let's get some more footage of Sarah.
So this is her girth, and I would just, you see those ears go back? It's kind of like somebody tightening a belt around your tummy.
Okay.
She sometimes can get a little cranky about it. She doesn't like it to get cinched, so.
Uh-huh.
just-
So she's getting a little anxiety over it, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. They're okay.
She's one of the horses in the barn that's what?
You would call her bomb-proof.
Bomb, B-O-M-B?
B-O-M-B, yeah.
Like
She's
doesn't get startled by noise.
just so solid.
Interesting.
So solid.
Okay.
I learned everything I know on her.
Okay. Very cool.
She's just that safe.
Yeah, so she's handled a lot of little kids too, probably. then, right?
Tons. Yep. My daughter
then-
used to ride her.
Very cool.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah. This is nice because you can ride year round here
Yeah.
through
it's
the winter.
amazing.
Although it gets very cold. I actually ride in snow pants
Uh-huh.
in the winter.
I bet.
Yeah.
And there she is. Vanessa and Sarah. All right, looks like it's my turn. Vanessa's gonna take the camera and I'm gonna take over Sarah, the horse, and we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully I don't fall off. Can't get the stirrup right, there we go.
We're in the saddle.
All right.
Jeff is in the saddle.
This is an English saddle, right?
It is.
How do I get her to go? Come on,
Just give
Sarah.
her a little squeeze, maybe turn your
There we
heel in
go.
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Give her a little squeeze
girl.
around the midsection.
All right, we're moving. Yeah, so the Western has the knob on it,
The
right?
horn, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. She's a smooth rider.
Now I have a very special command, Jeff,
Uh-huh.
and when I give it, she will go right from a walk to a canter. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah,
No.
sure. I can hold on pretty tight.
She does have a self-parking option too. She tends to self-park.
Look at that, right? She knows exactly where to go. That's great.
Good girl.
All right. I'm still limber enough to get off.
There you go.
All right. All right, so that was pretty awesome. Just wrapping things up here at the spotlight interview of Vanessa Wight, one of our rising stars for sure. And got to ride a horse. It's not every day that, you know, this business gets you on a horse, but that was pretty cool. You know, just feeling really blessed for all these great agents that we have at Better Homes and Gardens Green Team, Vanessa being one of them. And it's really nice to dive into their lives a little bit and see what really motivates them and what drives them to to really run their business the way that they do. And it's really helpful for myself and our leadership team to understand a lot about our agents so that we can help motivate them properly in a positive way to really give great service to their clients and grow their businesses. So this has been an amazing experience. Vanessa, thanks so much.